Hello guys, today I am going to review Sobha Builders Limited. Sobha Builders Limited is one of the largest real estate and contracting firm in India. It also have a backward integration with a manufacturing building related material facility. So remarkable building like Infosys Global Education Center at Mysore, which actually looks similar to White House, and dome-shaped software development center at Infosys. If you think who built it, it's Sobha Builders. They are good at giving unique architecture structures for multinational companies. Many of the major headquarters of the Indian multinationals and foreign multinationals are actually built by Sobha Builders. We'll discuss. So it has two divisions. One is real estate division and another one is contracting and manufacturing division. Real estate division is the major business segment. It contributes around 60% of the revenue. So it has real estate development. It has major involvement in Bangalore, with around 60 to 70% of sales coming from Bangalore, but they have a sizable presence in Gurugram, Chennai, Kochi, Coimbatore, Pune, Thrissur, and GIFT City, that is in Gujarat. And because they have a backward integration with a manufacturing facility, and the quality policies they follow from the beginning, because of these factors, they have a unique brand equity that they have in the industry. And ongoing financial year, they have a revenue of 1,000 crores from real estate division itself. So they, if you consider the environmental and sustainable development operations, the Sobha developers gives a lot of attention into it, with a lot of certification like ISO 9000, ISO 14001. Where actually Sobha Builders got these kind of certifications. And another major segment is contracting and manufacturing division. This contracting division started from 2000, and within 2010, building so many headquarters and their operational buildings, they made us a name like MNC's favorite builders. So they have a lot of good clients in their portfolio, like Dell, HP, Infosys, Taj, Bayer, the list goes on. And in contracting division, they actually do design and architecture, civil works, mechanical, electrical and plumbing works, interior, aluminum glazing and landscaping works. And it is only backward integrated real estate company in India with a manufacturing division. Sobha Builders actually claims that. So I haven't researched it is the only builder with that kind of unique capability, but I think so. So let's see on major other projects like Taja Vivanta, built by them, and this is the ongoing project going on in Bangalore, Sobha Royal Pavilion, luxurious apartment. And Sobha City, it's an integrated township in Kerala. This is the first integrated township in Kerala. I said they have a manufacturing facility, which is the backward integration for its real estate and contracting business. So let's say detail about manufacturing division. It has interior and furnishing division. It has glazing and metalworks division and concrete products division. Interior and furnishing divisions manufactures wood-based products like windows, doors, paneling, cabinet, cupboards, and loose furniture. And it also manufactures mattress of range economy, deluxe, super deluxe, and premium mattress. This division has a turnover of 88 crores with a 121 workforce. And in metal works division, they do aluminum facade works, aluminum doors, window structure, metal steel fabrication, glass works. And in this, they have a turnover of 60 crores with a workforce of 139. And the concrete products division, they manufactures concrete blocks, pavers, curbstones, water drainage channels, etc., which has a turnover of 27 crores with a workforce of 16 workers. Let's see the timeline of Sobha Builders. Sobha Builders incorporated in 1995 as Sobha Builders Limited. In 1997, they launched their first residential project, Sobha Sapphire in Bangalore. This is Sobha Sapphire. And in 1998, it became first real estate company to get ISO 9001 certification. In 1999, the Sobha Sapphire project has been handed over, this one. And in 2000, they entered into contract project business with a construction of Infosys building. 2001, they completed the Infosys project. With this project, they established as a major contractor for MNCs. And 2002, they started concrete production division, which was manufacturing. A backward integration started. 2006, they launched IPO. They were launched at stock exchange by raising around 570 crores. In 2007, they launched Sobha City, first integrated township project in Kerala. In 2010, over the years from 2000, they slowly become MNC's favorite builder with so many portfolios in their for them. Trident Hotels, ITC, Biocon, etc. 2018, they completed 100 million square feet of developed area, which is a remarkable achievement for a real estate company. And it includes real estate and contracting development areas. Let's see the total average price realization by Sobha Builders based upon square feet. 2017-2018, they got the highest price realization. It's 7,892 per square feet, rupees, 7,892 rupees per square feet. But it decreased in 2018-2019. The recent quarter, they actually realizing the same amount of price per square feet. So let's see some interesting facts about Sobha Builders. They actually have an academy to impart training for its skilled workers who are working in manufacturing and projects division. So this factor actually improves the quality, because Sobha already had many quality benchmarks in hand. So the events like RARA, GST demonetization doesn't affect Sobha much. In 2019-2020, they marked 25 years of operations as a real estate player. And the latest EBITDA margins are near to 22 to 23%, which is actually very high for any real estate player. This is high despite being the COVID factors. And among 500 growth companies, the list of 500 growth companies in Asia Pacific region listed by Financial Times, only real estate player listed in it is Sobha Builders. They also got several awards and honors. I'm not listing all, but you should know it. It has 11 subsidiaries related to construction and manufacturing activities, because every state has different rules. So they create subsidiary in respective states. They recently started a centralized marketing unit with a decentralized regional sales unit. They previously had regional sales unit, but they have recently created the centralized marketing unit. The advantage is the benchmarks in the quality benchmarks in marketing will go up, and customer will have better satisfaction related to sales, related to sales. And let's see the industry analysis of real estate. Regarding real estate sector, the industry analysis is very important. So real estate sector in India is expected to reach a market size of $1 trillion by 2030, and expected to contribute 13% by 2025. Bangalore is the favorite property investment destination for NRIs, which is followed by Ahmedabad, Pune, Chennai, Goa, and Delhi. In office spaces, mostly the growth is driven by ITES and IT players, but given the problem of work from home due to COVID, so how the real estate growth will go on in future, it's a matter of thought. And in Atmanirbhar Bharat 3, there were income tax relief for real estate developers and home buyers. It's still in effect until I think in November 2022. So it gives up to 2 crores. And SEBI has started India-based real estate investment trust platform. So it's an opportunity worth 1.25 trillion rupees. So that means that investment in real estate and real estate based companies will go up. Because anywhere in the world, there could be chances that the property bubbles and debt-based issues happen. I thought that I should also discuss about Indian property market bubbles as well. So in Indian real estate sector, the cost of financing is very high because the interest rates are high, and many in India's publicly traded real estate firms are in debt. So you should know that when interest rates lowers, it helps them. Still, even though the new regulation RERA actually helps the real estate to create a standardization in real estate industry, but still India have complicated regulatory mechanism. Small lawsuits can pause your big projects like Lodhavan project, which was actually affected due to because its height was higher, there was a lawsuit. And the black money transactions are still higher. Foreign investors can invest into Indian real estate through their own subsidiaries and with partnership with Indian firms. So around 100% they can do foreign direct investment. And but the fact is they are not allowed to hold land for speculative purposes. And there were incidents like developers were using depositors' loans as a means of cheap credit, because housing project loans are actually, the rates for interest rates are higher for housing project loan. So the builders were actually using depositors' money. So in those cases, actually sometimes of if they default on project, the investors who invested onto the project or the buyer, they would be affecting. So RBI has issued guidelines for the developers. And there are many instances of defaults in Indian real estate industry. So this is an example that I am quoting here. In 2015, LIC Housing Finance put Orbit Residency Park project of Orbit Corporation in Andheri for auction. So any bubbles or debt issues faced by the Indian real estate industry will actually increase the defaults, and it will actually affect the Indian financial system itself. Let's see the shareholding pattern of Sobha builders. Most of the shareholding is shareholding is done. Shares is held by the promoters around 51.99 in 2021, but they have actually reduced from 55 to 51, so it's not a good development. And FIA is also reduced their shareholding from 30% to 18%, which is also not a good development. And domestic institutional investors or mutual funds have actually increased their shareholding from 8% to 12% approx. So it's a good development. And public shareholding has gone up. It might be because of COVID factors. The share price was actually low during February 2020. So a lot of public investors might have been bought this share because of good reputation. And out of promoters, Sobha Menon Raghavan Nair holds around 30%, which actually decreased from 37% that she holds. And the the founder P.N.C. Menon holds around 18.29. So he started this firm after returning from Gulf. In Gulf, he had a business in Oman and Dubai, which is also into interior decoration and construction. So so he is the founder chairman. He holds around 18.29%. And Ravi P.N.C. Menon, who is the new chairman, he might be son of P.N.C. Menon, holds around 3.36% recently, but his shareholding has actually gone up. That's a good thing. And let's do financial evaluation. So let me do financial evaluation in a single snap. So the market capitalization of the Sobha builders at 4,782, which means that it's a small cap. Current price at 504. It has gone as low as 172 and as high as 548. And it has a book value of 252. That means that based upon book value, it is the current price is twice. So the price to book value is 2, and the share price is overvalued. And stock price to earnings at 50 when compared with industry PE at 33. So based upon industry PE, stock PE is higher, but given its many quality features like diversified income and so on, I think that still stock PE is justified. And ROC of 21.4%, which is very high for a real estate company. And return on equity is 12%, which is low. I could discuss about why it might be, because of reasons. And face value at 10 rupees. So there are chances that in future they can split the shares. and retail investors would actually benefit from that. And sales in last year, it was 2,466 crores with an operating margin of 31%. Yes, it is very high. And profit 25. So last year the sales and profit were quite high. And last quarter they had a sales of 684 crores with a PAT of 21.6, which is decent. And this is remarkable. In 3 years they have a sales growth of 19% with a profit growth of 20% as well. Both of them are remarkable. And it has given an EPS of 10 rupees. Let's see the financial return in detail. So from financial year 2009 to 2020, the revenues has actually tripled. So that's a good thing. The revenues are going high and high. But if you see, even though the revenues are going very high, the profit growth has been not that high related with the revenue growth. So, and profit growth actually came down in 2016-2017, but it recovered in 2020, 2019 and 2020. The profit growth has been remarkable. So that's all about that. And CAGR sales, I have previously also discussed. Within 3 years it has a CAGR growth of 19% with a profit growth of 21%. But in the ongoing financial year, it's actually suffering with a compound sales growth of minus 42% with a TTM profit growth percentage of minus 72. See the EBITDA margins. So from 2010 to 2020, the EBITDA margins has been very high. For a real estate company, having a EBITDA margin of 23% is high. So in 2020, they even reached at 31%, which is quite high for a real estate company. Let's see the profit and loss statement. And in that, if you see the sales growth percentage, it has been fluctuating. It actually gives you idea that real estate players sales are cyclical, and it depends upon year and even which part of year. And in manufacturing cost actually came down from 81% to 57%, which means that over years, because of backward integration, it was able to minimize their costs. So it's actually reflected on the operating profit margin around 30%. Other income has been going up. Might be from interest income and the rental income. And if you see, this point is very important. Interest outgoing is actually going very high at from 107 crores to 623 crores. So it's very high. So that factor is a matter of concern. If you see, I am discussing risk. The interest coverage ratio of Sobha Builders is very low. Let's see ROA, ROC and ROA. If you see, in 2010 financial year, the ROC was around 7.7%. From there, it remarkably jumped, and in 2016 and 17 it was there were a dip, and later it grown remarkably well, and it has reached to a level of 40.97. It means that company is efficiently using its debt capital and equity capital together. So if you think how much the return on equity happened to shareholding, it's low mainly because there are a lot of finance. The real estate developers need to raise a lot of money for project development. So the interest outgoing might have been affected the ROE. And ROE also was low, but it was steady. Actually, at 3.47. It actually reduced. ROE has been reduced over years. Let's see the risk factors of Sobha Builders. Sobha Builders has a debt of 270 crores, which is a term loan, long-term loan. It is completing in 2023, and 86 crore worth fund-based working capital facility. They also have a non-fund based working capital facility, but I am not discussing here. So the net debt comes around 297 crores. I really don't know how much. I am actually confused how much reserves they have, because I have multiple information, so I am not discussing. But I am saying that they have a sizable reserves, and the long-term issue rating from India Rating and Research is int AA negative with outlook stable outlook, which means that the debt position and position of Sobha Builders is very stable and steady. And one thing amazed me is they have a total of 2,411 acres of land as their land bank. They purchased at around 2,786 crores, out of which they still have to give 142 crores. But you know, guys, the based upon the market rate, it would be around 16,877 crores. So when you compare with the land bank they own, the cumulative debt owned by them is minute. So you can say that Sobha Builders is virtually debt free based upon this factor. And with that, then land bank offers a potential of 205 million square feet of development in future. We'll see a long-term debt to equity ratio. The long-term debt to equity ratio is ideal. It has higher long-term debt to equity ratio in 2010, but over the years they tried to reduce the long-term debt to equity ratio. Right now it stands around 0.1%, which means that company is almost debt free related to long-term debt. I'm not considering total debt to equity ratio, because any developer, real estate developer, the working capital funds would be higher. So when you consider it, long-term debt to equity, it comes around 1.1, which is quite high. So I'm not discussing it. And see the interest coverage ratios, guys. So in 2010 and so on, they had an ideal interest coverage ratio at 3.62, 3.92, which is very high. But in 2020, it has decreased to 1.64 interest coverage ratio, which means that they have, which is not ideal for a company. So this is a negative point about Sobha Builders. And let's see the business risks related to them and real estate. So there are COVID related issues affecting the sales, and Indian real estate industry is cyclical in nature with the volatile cash flows. Sometimes it would be high, sometimes it would be low, and there are regulatory hurdles. I discussed it before itself, and there is high cost of financing, and Sobha's low interest coverage ratio is also a matter of concern. And let's see the valuation factors. In this, I would be discussing about book value. The book value per share actually increased from 176 to 292 in financial year 18. So the book value has tremendously increased, but from 18 book value decreased from up until now to 252, which is not a good thing. And price to book value was actually remaining almost stable, but from 2009 19 and 2000 the ongoing financial year, the price to book value is actually high to 2. I already said that even though book value is 252, the stock price is at 500. So the same thing. And PE ratio is also high comparing with the industry PE at 33. Let's discuss about peer comparison. So if you compare Sobha Builders with its peers on the basis of ROCE, it holds around 21.44%. Only NBCC has near to it. NBCC is a public company as well. So all the players, look, DLF has only 3.75. Godrej Properties only 8.58. So based upon these ROCE, Sobha Builders are highly placed, and dividend yield also higher for Sobha Builders. I don't know which is good or bad, but it's good for investors who look out for dividends. And market capitalization, it's a small cap compared with other, but if you see even the price to earning is very higher when you compare with Sobha Builders with other builders. See, it's 87,363. Obro is lower, and Gujarat Properties at 359. So Sobha Builders is an ideal pick among the real estate players. And let's see the price chart. The historical price patterns, price chart. And when it was listed at 1,000 rupees. From there, it actually came down. In 2009, it was a steady decline. So from 2009, it slowly recovered, but still it stands at half the rate where it was listed. And right now it stands at around 500 rupees. It's the same rates price market price like the 2019 and 2018. So it's at the same price. It came down slightly. It came down to 172 in 2020 February when the market crash happened. But from there it recovered instantly. And I will give you my insights. So the current market price at 501. It has a high PE at 50. Overvalued price to book value at 2. So the the stock is overvalued, but if you think the company is a good company, there has been a good management, and they successfully used backward integration, and they have diversified income. And with these factors, they also have a high EBITDA margin as well. So considering these factors, I think 501 is still ideal for an investor to purchase that. But given increase in COVID cases, the current lockdown happening in Maharashtra and other states, still the investors can wait for price correction if they can get it at a lower price. The main risk for Sobha builders is same as industry risk. Whatever happens in the industry, it will also affect Sobha builders. Otherwise, they are good place with a diversified income from contracting division and manufacturing division. So it contributes near to 40%, which is a decent income when they don't have much income from real estate development. And when the real estate development actually contributes more income, they altogether gets a high rate of growth. So that's it, guys. As a disclaimer, I am not a licensed portfolio manager. All viewers are requested to have your own decisions and your own choice. Thanks, guys. And give me any feedback about the video. And that's it, guys. And I'm giving courtesy to Sobha builders.